The Basshole podcast is sponsored by BlueChew. That's right, BlueChew. Have better sex with BlueChew. BlueChew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. And starting now, BlueChew is offering a combo so strong it's going to knock your socks off and your neighbor's socks off. You're going to have to move towns with the amount of noise that you're going to be making. Introducing BlueChew Max. It's arrived, it's here, and it combines all the active ingredients of Viagra and Cialis into one chewable tablet. That's right, one tablet. This combo acts fast and it lasts. And you can get your first month free by going to BlueChew.com and using the promo code BASSHOLE at checkout. That's right, just pay $5 shipping for your first month. That's BlueChew.com, promo code BASSHOLE for your first month free. Now, let's meet some bassholes.
What an
Podcasting. Podcasting from Basshole Studios in Los Angeles.
What time is it?
It's Basshole with Doug Bass.
Asshole, major asshole.
We've all been one. So let's laugh about it. Now, here's your host, Doug Bass.
He's an asshole. I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Basshole Show. My name's Doug Bass. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Basshole Show. And the YouTube channel has the full video experience on there, so go there and catch out all the awesome videos that we have on there. Our show today is super fun. We have comedians Jessica Alaniz and Rob DaRocha back in the studio. They are here. They are ready to have some fun. How are you guys? What's going on?
Good. We didn't even get like a, hey, we're starting. You just did it.
You know what? Today has been a nutty day because I rushed over to the studio and I had to rebuild our sets because we were filming something else here, and you know, all the good production shit. You know,
yeah, big studio guy you are now.
I'm a big studio.
You're big time.
I'm a big
right? Look
studio.
at this studio.
I'm a
man.
studio head now.
Yeah.
That's what they
Official.
call it. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, how big is this place? Like 100 feet? Like 100 by 100?
100 feet.
Yeah, like 100 feet long.
Try
Square feet.
10,000 square feet.
10,000 square
This is-
feet. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're in an airport hangar.
we are. Yeah. We can
Large
do.
and in charge
we
building.
can do all the. Yeah, we have like multiple productions going on at the same time. Not really,
like
but
a circus.
like a circus. Exactly. This is a circus.
I like
on
your
the show.
security out here. That was pretty cool.
Oh, all
was
the
that?
gnats?
Yeah, the gnats. There's a lot of bugs.
All right, don't
Good
talk about that on the air. I don't, look, it's springtime. Things are blossoming. I
It
don't
is
need-
not spring.
It is spring.
It's gonna be summer.
It's like 2 days away
Summer
from
is not
being
till the end of June. What are you
Man,
talking
What
about?
month are we in right now?
Why don't
Oh,
you
we're
go,
in
we're
April.
about to
why don't
hit
you go back
May.
to school and study seasons?
We're about to go to my study seasons. What do you know? I can study insects out front over here. All those.
All right,
Oh,
you know what?
science fair. Science fair.
Pay no attention to the bugs that are. I think a homeless
one's in
person
my
died
nose.
out front, and they were
Really?
swarming around.
Is that what
No,
it is?
No, I don't know.
Aw.
I don't know. Yeah, those bugs showed up like
Wah,
2
wah.
weeks ago, just as we had opened.
I'm just telling you. You should
Just-
tell the people. Hey,
I
go
did.
fix
I
that.
sent an email
Oh,
just as we opened the studio. Yeah, bugs started.
Yeah, they're right at the
Well,
doorway.
there's like-
What
they're
if they want to start a podcast too?
They're
man?
like gnats or something. Or like, I don't know
Yeah.
what they are, but
they're
like
annoying.
yeah,
They're the
I
ones
know.
that fly like helicopters, and they're just like.
But then
flying
they're
around.
not there at nighttime. They're not there. They go away. I don't know.
Yeah,
'cause
but
you
they
can't
gotta
see 'em.
rest. They gotta sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? They're only out for the sun. I don't know. I don't know anything about gnats. I'm not an expert on
I'm
gnats.
not a
You're a gnat.
bugologist.
Oh man, am I bothering you,
You
by
are.
telling you that?
Get away.
You're like, hey, don't tell the secrets of my outside.
Don't talk about nature.
Yeah, don't talk about the shit.
All you
that was-
do is poo-poo everything.
Oh my god, I hate that phrase.
Well, I just said it.
I've said it a million
You
times.
shit
a day,
on
actually.
everything.
Yeah.
Well,
Being
she's
adult.
shitting on your fucking poo poo. Okay, so
Yeah.
there you go.
Poo-poo
That's
in
a
my
double-
caca and shit on
I
that.
love caca. Caca's always a great word.
I hate that.
Is it?
one,
That's
too.
like for kids.
I love that
Right?
word. It's like,
Why?
yeah, I made a caca.
That's
I don't
gross.
know.
See, I think that's grosser than pooing on.
Yeah.
Caca?
It's
Yeah.
a hard.
Whose phone is ringing?
It's Rob's.
It's my mom. She's calling me. She's on a cruise. I don't know
You
why.
wanna
She
oh, she's on a cruise. You want to
Yeah,
patch
yeah.
her in?
Linda.
Hello?
Put her on.
Hello?
You take a call. You yell at Willie last week for eating nuts when we
Hello?
start, and you're taking phone calls during
Ew,
the show.
he ate
Just
nuts.
keeps on calling me, and then hello.
All
Oh,
right,
God.
can you
Oh,
call her back?
She's calling me from a cruise. I don't know what's
Text
happening.
her.
She's on vacation.
I know, but she's calling me from Facebook.
Oh, well then maybe it's a
Oh.
I don't know,
scam.
but it's like she's called me like numerous times now. I don't know what the hell
You
is
think
going
there's
on.
a problem? You want to take it?
I don't know. I was a little bit worried. That's why I answered
Does
the
she-
phone.
What do you think it is? Like Speed 2? Cruise
I don't
Control
know.
or
I just
something?
hope she's not hooking up with anybody. That's all.
Oh my God.
Oh, she probably
why,
is.
Why don't you? Why not?
I don't want her.
Let
You don't want her to be
live.
happy? What the hell's wrong
I
with
want
you?
her to be happy, but she doesn't need anybody.
Yes, she
Oh.
does.
She's a saint.
Oh, because you're,
We
protect-
all-
you're,
You
pro-
watch it. She's
you're
a saint.
protecting her. You're
Yes,
protecting
I
your
don't want
mother.
her. I
No, let her get it. Let her get it in.
Has your
Come
mom
on.
dated at all?
No. I don't even want to know.
What? Why not?
Why not?
What do you
Look
mean?
how uncomfortable
Why
Rob
is
is.
this-
Yeah, that's.
You're the second man I've met who doesn't want their single, older adult mom to date. They're like,
Really?
no, they have to be a. Why?
Why is that?
I want my mom to date.
What is,
Date away,
is that a
Maggie.
culture thing? Like,
What about you? Would you want your mom fucking the other
My,
people?
my
Like,
mom
if-
is married to
if-
my
when
parents
your-
are
if your
still
dad-
alive and they're married.
If your
What do you-
dad was gone, God forbid.
Yes.
If he was gone, would you want your dad having like relations with other people?
If my
To
mom
be a
if my mom passed away and my dad was a widow, widower, what is it called?
Yeah.
And single.
A widower.
Yes, I would want him to date.
You would.
Well, because I
what
don't,
about your mom?
Sure. I don't think. First of all, my parents have been together so long, and like if either one of them goes, God forbid, before the other, whatever. Like I don't know who's taking care of my dad. Like he can't. My dad doesn't even know how to make an egg. Like it's like I don't
That's
know.
why he needs to date. He would need
That's
to
what
date
I'm
somebody.
saying. Like must make eggs. You know, like put that on your.
You probably get like a mail order bride or something.
I
like
don't
that.
think. I don't know about that.
Ooh, you could be a sugar daddy.
Some girl from the Ukraine.
Yeah, right.
Be like, that's your new mom, Doug.
Hey,
How
what's
would you
up,
like
Mom?
that? No, you wouldn't like that. I just don't.
Well, I live on the other side of the coast, so I wouldn't see them that often. But
Yeah, they'd be able to keep a secret very well.
I would want them to date if something
Yeah.
God forbid happened. You want them to be happy? No.
I do.
Who's your mom on this? Who'd she go to the cruise with? Herself or friends?
With some like 30-year-old guy.
Who was that?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I love
You don't even know who he
that.
is?
It's her caretaker.
See, that's
her
younger than you.
caretaker.
That's your new dad.
Her caretaker.
What if that happened? If your mom's
Dang.
like married some 30-year-old guy and now that's your
no,
new dad?
that would never happen. My mom
never
wouldn't-
know, though.
No, my mom wouldn't be that. Like, no.
But if
I
he's
don't
like a
see it.
mature 30 and
Did
he
she
looks
go-
a little weathered,
30?
he looks a little seasoned.
Did she go with friends? Is that what happened?
No, she went with one of her friends. Yeah,
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
But
Is it a
they're
singles
they're
cruise?
eating. No, they're eating
Retirement
a lot of food.
cruise?
No, just they're eating a lot of food.
Where are
she
they
told
going?
me.
Like what islands or what
I don't
are
even know. They went to like Mexico around.
Oh.
around
Oh,
there.
one of those ones?
Yeah, one of
Nice.
those.
Oh, that's
couple days.
That's a booze
Ooh,
cruise.
she's gonna get like a little.
Oh
pool
yeah, that's a
boy.
party cruise. Your mom's
Ooh.
partying right now. That's a party
I
cruise.
don't
3-day
even wanna
cruise.
know.
That's all booze.
I don't even.
Ooh, a
My
little
mom
banana
is a
hammock.
saint. She goes to church on Sunday. She goes like maybe 3 times a week to church. She's
So-
always in church.
Church
She
people
does.
still
I
have
don't think
sex.
that's like the but that's the
Religious
farthest thing
women
from
are
my mom.
always the ones that
There,
are,
she
you
might
know,
be.
ready
I
to
don't know,
party,
but
you know?
I-
Have you never heard the like Catholic schoolgirl
Yeah.
like stereotype? It's for a reason.
Yeah, but that's
Come
a girl
out,
that's
Virginia. Don't be too late. You Catholic girls start much too late, Billy Joel. All right. That's what happens.
going Billy Joel.
That's the
Like,
song.
No one got that reference.
I don't know.
Those are
that
the lyrics of that
reference.
song.
She didn't know that.
Well,
reference. I didn't
she's
know.
12. That's
Yeah.
why.
Thank you.
See?
Oh my god, that's so nice.
See now
Thank you so much.
we know that Rob doesn't want his mom to be happy, which is fine, I
Yeah,
guess.
I don't want her to. I just there's the thought of her being with anybody or.
Well,
It's
don't
my
think
mom.
about
Yeah,
it.
I know,
like-
but even in that,
That's
like,
very protective of you. That's
yeah.
like, that's very.
Well,
like,
yeah,
get
I'm
away
a
from my
mama's
mom.
boy. Yeah,
You
get
are
away-
a mama's
yeah.
boy.
Oh, definitely. You've known that.
yeah.
Come on, you've
Yeah.
always known that. I fucking say it loud and proud. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. All right. All right. So
Yeah.
does everyone
Get
hear
it
that?
in.
Stay away from Rob's mom. If you're thinking about it, do not call her up for a
not.
date.
Do
Don't
not.
ask her out.
Or
Do
just
You
go
have
on
to
a
go.
cruise.
You have to go through Rob first, which you don't want to do.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with
You
that.
don't want to piss him off.
Yeah, you don't want to
I
deal
don't
with
wanna
that.
deal with Rob.
All right, moving on. How's everyone doing today or this week? It's been a couple
good.
weeks since I've seen you guys. Yeah,
It has been a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I've been busy. I've
Yeah?
been booked and busy.
that's good. That's a good
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. How about you, Rob? Have you been booked and busy?
This questions. Are you
Besides-
serious? Like, I
What
just
has brought you
it's
joy
funny to
recently,
me.
Rob?
Like, it's
What do
funny
you
to
mean?
me.
What?
No, it's just,
I can't talk
so,
to you?
What's new? We're on a podcast.
Yeah, you're the one that's taking phone calls from your mother on
I
the
know,
podcast.
but it was worrisome, and it could have been something
Oh.
fun. She could have answered the phone too. You know, I would have let her talk.
Did anyone have any asshole encounters this past couple weeks? Anyone? Any new assholes enter your life? Anyone?
Enter my life. Ooh, I did go on a bad date.
Ooh.
I don't think he was an asshole. It was a bad date. It was just weird. We got on the date and he asked me. He said he asked me if I had siblings, and I said I'd had 3 older ones.
Mm.
And he was like, "Are you the hottest one?"
Oh
And that's
yeah,
like
I saw
such-
you post that. I think I saw you that story of
That's
yours.
such a weird question.
That
Are
is
you the
weird.
hottest in your family? Like, why would I don't look at my siblings and be like hot, not hot, not. You know what I mean? Like, that was weird. And then
Are you the hottest one?
Yeah, are you? How'd you
I mean,
answer?
obviously, no.
What did you answer?
Clearly, I was like, that's a weird question. And he was like, so you are. And I was like, that's a weird question. I don't know how to answer that.
So wait, how many sisters do you have?
I have two sisters and a
But-
brother.
They're younger, older?
All older.
All older.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you
like,
wouldn't trust this guy around your sisters, possibly.
No, well, I wouldn't trust him around any human
Mhm.
at this
So
point.
you didn't like this guy at all. Was he
No.
not attractive?
He was not attractive. Well, he
Oh,
was like,
there it is.
no, he,
Wait, so you went out with the guy even though he wasn't attractive?
no, he was cute.
Wow.
He was cute, but he
Wait,
like,
you went out with him?
yeah, I went out with
Oh,
him,
yeah,
went on
okay.
a date. He was cute.
Hinge?
Yeah, he kept calling me hot, which is like, meh, gross. Like I don't like
Why
that.
is that gross?
Because I don't know you. Like to be just.
You don't
be
want
like,
to take the compliment?
I was
saying
like,
you're hot?
oh, I got to the bar early. I'm gonna be working on some stuff. Just get here when you can. And he was like, you'll be the hot nerd with a laptop. And I'm like, that.
Oh, man, this guy's
That's
really
unnecess-
trying, right?
Yeah, it's like, it's so try hard. Don't.
Try hard.
That's not.
Man, so he's just giving you compliments and you don't like him?
I didn't like the way he was giving them.
Because it was just constantly like a Halloween costume? Oh, what are you, a hot nerd? Or a hot...
Well, it was just like.
This is over text, right?
It was no, over text and then in person he kept being like just calling me hot and I was like
Is he younger, older than you?
What were you wearing? A bikini?
I like
I'm
literally
just kidding.
not like it was not even my best day. You know what I mean? Like I didn't put that much effort into this. And then
Wow.
and then he told me he didn't vote. And I had already had like a huge glass of wine, so I was already a little bit buzzed. He told
so
me
you
he
showed up drunk, all right.
well, yeah, obviously.
I love it.
And he said,
What place was this?
Elbow Room.
Alberta.
Oh.
That's always my
I-
first
Yeah,
date
good
place.
pizza.
Yeah.
I go there often.
I-
sometimes.
Good happy hour.
Good happy hour.
We'll get to
Good
that.
drinks. But yeah, no, then he told me he didn't vote and I like went off on him and then
So no
never-
second date.
You went
No.
off on him?
Yeah.
Did you guys
You
kiss?
can't
Did
do
you kiss
that.
at the end
Oh
of it?
no, absolutely not. Yeah, I
Well,
could-
you just didn't like him.
Did
I
he
didn't like
try?
him at
Did he
that
try to
point.
kiss you?
no,
No.
he knew. He knew the vibes.
He knew.
How long were you guys there?
Too long.
No, seriously. You don't know? Like an hour, 2
2
hours?
hours.
We're probably like an hour and a half.
How many drinks?
2 drinks.
2 drinks.
Well, because I already had a glass of wine when he got there, and then he bought me a drink.
Did he didn't
So-
pay for the whole thing?
No, I had already bought the other one.
Mm.
Oh.
So
You guys didn't eat?
no,
No?
he
Oh.
wanted
See, that's
to,
a
but I
good.
was like,
That
I
is a
can't.
good place for a first date.
Yeah.
Elbow Room. They got a happy hour.
Yeah.
They got
Yeah.
drinks.
I agree.
I
agree.
tried to get. I went on a date maybe like a month ago. And I tried to get someone to go there and meet me there because
Yeah.
she lived in Hollywood or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Do they have martinis?" And I was like,
Oh, really?
I was like,
Cancel.
I'm like, they probably do, but I don't know if I don't know. I
It's
never.
not a place I would get a
It's not a place
martini.
you'd order and walk around with a martini glass, really.
Yeah.
Teeny? How old is this lady?
First off,
Is she
I
my
know-
mom?
She was 27.
27.
yeah.
Oh
so,
my
so
god.
she's like,
What
I
is this child drinking
child.
a martini?
I don't know.
I know. No, she's probably drinking those like fruity martinis.
So it was
like,
a Cosmo.
Cosmo.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
Cosmo
Like a
type of
Cosmo.
thing. Yeah, like a.
I get martinis on. I went on another date and I drank martinis the whole night. It was great
Yeah.
at
so-
Roger Room, but that's a martini
See,
place.
that's a classier joint. Yeah.
And how did that date go?
That was actually a really good date.
Yeah.
second, third
we
date.
will speak no more of it.
Oh.
No, it's
Is he a comic?
No, God, no. I forbid. I refuse.
Oh,
I only
man.
have crushes, but I don't do anything about them.
No more comics.
I just like
Yeah.
idle from the side.
Yeah. I did. This girl I went out with wanted to. She wanted a martini, and Elbow Room was not the place to go, I guess. So I suggested going to Blue Collar. Have you been to
Oh,
that
I
place?
like that place.
So I went there, but that place is expensive.
Blue
So-
collar?
Blue Collar,
The
and
name's
then, and
deceiving.
then they have another place next door called Cold Shoulder.
That's
Yeah.
working man bar.
And it's like
no, it's not.
$20
It's like
and up.
$24 martinis. or
Why
whatever,
would
yeah.
they call it blue collar?
It's the bars, like they don't have a menu. So there's 2 bars. The Blue Collar does not have a drink menu, and you kind of go to the bartender and you're like, I like an old fashioned, but like a spin on it, and they're like, I got it. And they'll like make up something. I don't know. And they have like a Rolodex there where they used to say when I first opened, like, oh, we write your name down and like the 2 drinks you kind of like, and then they go through. But now they don't do it anymore. It's a gimmick. And then the other bar next door has a huge menu, and like they have they have too many drinks on the menu.
That's
So
the
it's
one
like
that has the
opposite.
furniture on the roof,
Yes,
right?
that's
yeah,
Cold
the
Shoulder,
ceiling.
yeah.
Oh, I've never been.
So I went to that. I went to each bar, and we got martinis. I paid. It was way too expensive.
Well, that's good you
And
paid.
how much was it?
How much was it?
Yeah.
I probably spent like $80 something or whatever. And then
and nothing happened.
and then she's like, we had 2 drinks each or 2 martinis each or whatever. Then we moved to the other bar, and she's like, let's do shots. And she's like,
That's a 27-year-old thing
and
to
she's
do.
like, you pay though. And I was like,
see?
I'm not doing shots. I'm like, you want to do it? She's like, I'll get them. I'm like, all right, fine, all right. So then she goes to get them.
She's just using
She goes to
you.
get them, and then her card doesn't work. And I was like, I'm good. I don't need the shots. I'm good. You know. And she's like, all right. She's like, I'm a little tipsy anyway. And she's like, well, maybe we should go back to your place or something. And then I was like, yeah. Maybe. Then she's like, nah. She's like, let's not make any bad decisions the first date. And then I was
You
like,
should have been shot.
I was like,
Let's get that shots real quick. Line them up, boss.
Shots,
Line them up.
that would have been another $40 though.
yeah, but then
Yeah.
still, at the end of it, it would have been. I don't know how attractive she was or whatever. I don't know
Yeah,
how much
was
you
there-
liked
She
her.
was cute. I mean,
Was there a
we made
second date?
out, but then that was it.
She's 27 though.
I know. I was
Doug.
like, well, look, that's who I matched with and who was available on a Friday night. So I was like,
And who was available?
hey, it's
That's
hard in LA as a 44-year-old guy. Fuck that. I mean, I was like, a message came in and she was cute. And she was like, hey, you want to grab drinks? I was like, all right, fine. You know,
Yeah, why not? Do
why
it.
not? I had no plans. I was like, all
Why
right.
not? Do it. Whatever.
I know,
Right.
but why didn't you get shots then? I mean, then bad decisions could have been made.
Because I'm cutting corners. Segueing into cutting corners.
Dang, smooth.
No, because look, I mean, we've talked about this before about like the first date etiquette. Like, I definitely wanted to go to like elbow room and get like a beer, mixed drink, whatever, a slice
Yeah,
of pizza,
kinda
whatever.
low-key.
Keep it like reasonable. I don't know who this is, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, but then we, I'm already $80 something dollars in, and I'm like,
I know that's where you got to invest. You got to dip. You got to invest in the dip.
it's like going
man.
to a casino and like doubling down on like the roulette
Yeah,
table.
you might as
Hey.
you got to go.
Right,
Go
I
big or
know.
go home.
That's what I would do. I just put it on the credit card. Let's go. Let's
Oh
dance.
yeah, pay that interest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
Money.
care. I don't care. when I was single, I'm just fuck it. Like
I know. I should have done this. Yeah, I don't even know how to do it anymore. I'm
you
like,
just
oh, yeah, I
don't. You
should
don't
done
have
that.
your
You're-
testosterone levels
I
are
know.
down, and you just don't even want to get laid anymore.
Yeah,
your
that is true. That is
rationale
true.
brain took over. You're like, oh, I'm gonna be hungover. It's gonna be too
my
much
adult
fun.
brain, it is weird. Like my adult brain has
Yeah.
taken over a big part of me, I guess, in the
Well, that's
last
kind of good.
2 or
it
3
It's
years.
probably all the estrogen that you're probably.
Yeah. Well, then like a divorce that'll just like kick you. in the
Yeah,
ass.
well,
Yeah.
the divorce is that's something that's
That just is like
That's what I
I don't
hear.
want to deal with anything. I don't want to, I've been
Trauma,
fairly drama
trauma.
free the past couple years, also, which is kind of nice not
That
being in a
is.
relationship. Like you're not dealing with someone else's like bullshit and
Oh
fighting.
yeah, your girl's fucking bullshit was
Well,
some
I mean,
bullshit.
look, any relationship has its things. But,
He was an errand boy. He was basically an assistant.
I'm an assistant now.
Dang. I wish I was around for all that drama. That would have been so fun to listen
Really?
to. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wish you were.
It would have
'cause
been.
It was,
Yeah.
My
really-
ex would have hated you probably.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She probably would have thrown some insults here and there.
She'd have been like,
did a little-
what's the deal with that Jessica girl? She's always on the show. Like, what's going on there?
She
She'd
would
be
just throw like insults and stuff. It was
Yeah.
just
Oh,
it's positive, but at the
but
same
then
time
she'd
not.
also try to be your best friend at some point.
Yeah,
which is,
yeah.
Which
Oh,
is
well.
like, you don't know, you're like, what? Huh?
I'm only friends with like 2 girls. Outside of that, I'm like, we're acquaintances.
Yeah. See, you get along with guys better, right?
I do. I mean, yeah, I get along with girls just fine too, but I'm not like close with that many of them.
A lot of girls are like, like they're catty with other girls, right?
Well,
like,
I have my girls that I depend on and can count on
that you've known for a while.
that I've known for a while. So, like,
They live in L.A. or
Mhm.
no?
They do. Okay.
yeah, 2 of them live here, and then the
Who
rest
are
are
they?
back in
Give them a
Texas.
shout out.
Shout out. No, they know.
Oh, they know.
They watch the show.
They know, and they can't have other friends, so I don't want people to
Oh,
go
really?
reach out to them.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
All right.
Protective. They're
Everyone's
my
very protective of like, like
then they're go-
no
Oh,
friends.
you don't want your friends to be happy?
I don't want. They can fuck whoever they want. They can't
But
be
they
friends.
Can't be, yeah, but
But the
still.
minute one of those people become a boyfriend, are you like, Are you judging that person? Or are you like,
And then they get boyfriends and then they disappear into the
that's
woods.
true. That is true. Once you get in a relationship,
You
like
just
you disappear.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, it's
I
true. It's
definitely
like you
do.
have
I
you have a
definitely do.
friend that gets in a relationship. It's like everything, like I mean, I get it. You fall in love, whatever. But like everything, like they disappear, and everything else is like, I don't see you for a
Well,
while.
you're
and then
not-
when it ends, they're like, hey, what's up? It's like, oh, hey, welcome.
Yeah,
back.
they
Yeah,
come back.
welcome back. Welcome
Hey
back.
man, what have you been up to? What's going on?
Now I'm in a relationship. Bye. No.
I love it when I was single and my friends that did get married and then they got divorced and then they come back like full force, like burning the candle on both ends.
Let's
Oh,
go out,
yeah.
man.
Oh my god, my buddy Jeremy was just to the point of like, I mean, every night he wanted to go out and just like, but he had a
Right,
9 to
right.
5 and he just.
Ugh.
He would just like barely even sleep. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, even I was single at the time, and I'm just like, don't stop, man.
You're like, that's big divorce guy energy there.
like pace yourself. Like going
I
to
didn't
New
even-
Orleans.
Easy.
See, I didn't. I mean, I didn't really have like. Well, I don't know. Like
He's
when I
spending like money, like crazy concerts, and he was really bad at picking up on women. Like it was just so bad. I remember we were
Oh,
at
you
a
gotta
concert.
practice.
No,
See-
well, the
see, people
girl,
either-
we were at a concert, and he's older too. So at the time, we were both older. We're like in our 30s, And this girl was wearing like a Red Riding Hood like thing or whatever.
Oh, wow.
And then he walked up to her and he's like, "Oh, Red Riding Hood. I guess I'm the big bad wolf." You know, and I was
Jesus.
just like, and I'm like, what do you do? Like, you
That's
just
hot.
creeped
That's
them
like the
out.
beginning of a
No,
porn.
you just,
That
I'm like,
is
you
the
just,
Why
beginning
is she
of a
dressed as
porn.
Red Riding Hood? Who the hell is
we were in a
this?
concert. She was just wearing a red hood. She wasn't really.
Where were you
Oh,
at?
she
Like-
wasn't like in a costume.
No, she was just wearing like a
You're
red
at
hood.
like Fairy Tale Forest or something?
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
We're
We're
all
at
at
some real
EDC?
orgy. Yeah, we're at an orgy, and
That sounds
everybody was
very
dressed up as
EDC.
costumes.
See, people
Sure.
either when they get through, they either like, yeah, they go like crazy wild like that, trying to like get back out there. Or
But
whatever.
he had no game, and it was
Yeah.
just, it was sad. Like, I was just like, come on, man, like, just
Right,
focus. Like,
Oh,
you just,
he needed lessons.
I was trying to help him out a lot. I was coaching him. I was always like, come on, dude, just
Coaching.
don't, you know, because like he would like,
you should be a date coach.
like
maybe,
he
for,
like, I remember he saw a pregnant girl once, and he's, oh, pregnant girls turn me on. So I was just like, what is wrong with
That is the creepiest thing to say. Ew.
Is he in jail now?
No, he's got a kid. He's got a great life. He's a
right,
good
right.
husband. He's a great person.
Yes.
Just
yes.
weird stuff like
Weird
that.
stuff.
You know,
Oh,
like he was
ew.
in a comic books.
You're gonna
and,
get a
like,
phone
you
call
know,
after this.
He's
like,
not
"God
listening. No one's listening.
Oh, thanks, man.
No one's listening.
Jesus.
No one
I
hears
would love it. I would love it because then people would be like, "Hey, did you hear what he said about I won't say his name again, but still."
It was Jeremy. It was Jeremy.
Now,
now
we
you're
all
cognizant of it.
We all heard it. It was Jeremy.
Jessica took notes.
I did. I'm a steel trap
Right.
when it comes
yeah.
to that.
So yeah, cutting corners. Let's talk about that for a minute. Rob and I
Yeah,
were talking the other day about ways to cut corners. Rob likes a good deal. We all know.
I love a great deal. I live for deals.
He loves a great deal.
Even if
Who
I'm not
doesn't?
hungry, I'll still eat.
No, but
you know?
Rob goes out of his way to be like, I'll be like, oh, I went to dinner, like it was like $50. 50? What?
No,
Or like,
not $50.
whatever. I mean,
$100 and something that you spent on a date, and I'm
that
like,
was a long time ago.
But
Well,
look-
I spent $80 the other night.
I know, but that's what
I
I'm
was trying
saying.
to average for like a dinner.
You
Oh,
can't.
what I'm saying
look, you
is-
can't leave the house in LA without spending $100.
Okay,
I
look.
say.
I'm just talking about cutting corners as in like a first date. I don't know if like you went to the elbow room for the happy hour. That to me is a good first date because you're not.
Right.
There's not too much investment into it. You
I
know,
agree.
You just are
I
meeting
tried
there.
to go. I tried to go there.
Try to have a good time, whatever it is. You can get some appetizers, this and that, and like, and see if you guys even get along and like each other.
Yeah.
And then I think that's like a good first date, cutting corners. Like, maybe a dinner and a show. Maybe you can go to happy hour and then you can go to a show at the Improv and get like some free tickets on Eventbrite,
The Improv.
or whatever. And they'd be like, hey, I got some.
Does that sound like a great date going to watch
Yeah,
an
but
improv?
no.
comedy?
My job.
For a citizen, not for you, but for like a citizen, like a human
Yeah.
being that loves shows and comedy, like, oh, they're
Right.
giving away free tickets for the Improv Lab or I don't even know, West Side Theater.
All the tickets are usually free. at the
Yeah,
Improv.
exactly.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
So
So
please just come.
They're cutting corners.
yeah,
right?
they're. But you get like a free ticket, take a girl to a show. I don't know, like you can go to the zoo. That's a good first.
The
I used to
zoo?
take.
Ooh,
I used to take a
yeah.
Oh,
girl
that
on a.
smells.
No.
No?
Yeah,
what?
it does. It smells like wild
It
animals. Yeah.
smells exactly.
Does that get
it's-
you in the mood to like fuck
No,
someone?
but you just like bring in like sneak in some
it-
drinks.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then,
Sneak in
and then
drinks.
yeah, and then like whatever
I've never
it
been
is.
to the LA Zoo. I've never been.
What? They have free tickets at the library. Just go.
Yes.
Library.
Yes.
There's so many free tickets at the library.
Jesus, Doug.
That's a smart cutting corner.
Yeah,
Get free
exactly.
tickets.
I'm gonna go to the zoo alone.
Yeah.
No, go on a date, man.
If I
Like,
suggested on Hinge, hey, let's go to the zoo, I'm sure they would
it's
unmatch
out
me
of
immediately.
no, I think it's out of the box. And if you guys get along, if it's a 27-year-old, I mean, I don't know, like maybe not, but I think if a girl like likes you,
I'll be
then-
like, I'll teach you about some animals that
no,
exist.
you could not teach you, both learn and look at animals, and it's
You know
like.
what? To be fair, if a guy did suggest the zoo as the first date, I would be like, that's a lot of like walking. That's
right,
like
right.
a whole like physical activity
Right,
we have to
right.
do. Let's get
I had a
drinks. That'd
friend.
be a second one.
I had a friend. Well, he's still a friend, but he lived in LA for a while. And, he moved, but he used to do first dates. He would do ice cream for the first date,
Mm.
and like I mean, it would happen with some girl. Like, what do you think about that? Going out
I've
for
done
ice
I've
cream?
done ice cream dates.
Right. What if you're lactose? That's a bad.
Yeah,
That's
that's
about
a
it.
bad one.
Yeah.
It was fine, but it was the environment.
That's
the
like-
idea is
that-
cute, but the
that
environment
seems-
is weird.
You know what it is? It seems like very like junior high or something.
Well, that's
right?
what I was gonna say. Is that the environment's weird because everybody walking in there is either like a family or a teenager or like they're young people, and so you're like,
and then
sitting
they,
there
then
being
they
like-
point to them and they're like, that could be us in 10
well,
years.
you're like sitting there being like, so what do you
I
do
don't know
for
about
work?
that.
How many siblings do you have? It's
As
just
you're
like,
licking your ice cream.
yeah, you're like eating
Yeah,
it
well, licking the ice
cold.
cream part's not a good idea. Yeah.
So,
Dripping on your hand, and you're just like.
I mean, I guess you can get a bowl and not a cone, like a child.
I just-
but
Yeah.
I just think for a first date, it shouldn't be that much invested into
I
it.
agree.
Like, you know, like our buddy Gunner, who like buys tickets, or when he was single, like he would buy tickets to like a concert, like to see Coldplay, and like each ticket's $500, and he would take a girl with him, and then
I
she
did
would
that.
leave him,
Yeah.
and she would leave him, like,
Oh, no.
and it happened over and over again, where he would. I mean, he drinks a lot, but whatever. Like he just.
They would leave.
he
Yeah.
scared
Oh, I
him
didn't know
because he
that.
was blacked out.
I did. You
but
know what?
yeah.
I did do a concert like when I was probably at late 20s or whatever.
But if you have money like that,
Right.
that $500 isn't that big of a deal, then hell yeah, do the concert.
I did a
But
concert first
But
date
why
once.
get a
I've
ticket
gone-
for somebody that's just using you? Like that girl.
I got
like I think
Springsteen
it's,
tickets once when I was in my late 20s. I took some teacher, or she was a teacher. I went on first date. to
You
see
took your
Bruce.
teacher.
No, I didn't go to school
Hi.
here. No, she
You
was
say hot,
she
too.
was a teacher. She was a teacher. She was probably like a couple years older than me or whatever. Anyway, we went to Bruce Springsteen as a first date.
That's nice.
And we went out one other time after that, and then it was it. But it was like I was like, I
And
wanted.
you bought the tickets.
I bought the tickets. I wanted to
How
go.
much were the tickets?
I wanted to go to the concert. I didn't really want to go alone.
How much were they?
Oh, this was like when I was 28, probably. I
But
don't
then-
know. Probably like 200 each. I don't know.
That's not too.
But you know
bad.
what though? The only thing that's like, you don't know how people are gonna act in that environment if you've never met them before. Like they could be like a person who sings the entire time, and you're like, "Shut up! I want to hear the band, not you." That could be annoying. I went to a concert with a guy, and after every song he would go like, "Ow, ow," and it like drove me insane. And I was like, I could never go to concerts with you anymore. So that's a risk.
The weird thing is, I mean, yeah, it's like I remember I went and picked her up. I think she lived in like Pasadena or something, and I picked her up, and then we drove downtown to where the concert was. So like, there's that whole car ride too. I don't even know this person, and
Yeah.
then you're driving with the person for like 40 minutes or whatever.
Oh, that's too much.
It's too much,
That's
right?
too much.
Now you would just meet there and be like, hey, I'm over here or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just spending that kind of money.
Spending that- What's the
on
most you
first
spent
date-
on a first date?
On the first date, like $150.
Oh, where'd you go? Dinner?
It was dinner, and then like she kept on ordering like these like expensive champagne little bottles or whatever.
I will say though, that is
That'll get you.
there are some,
exactly, and it was annoying because the thing is, that wasn't even our first. We already had slept together.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but no, we like met like during like
So you did a reverse?
Sunday football. Yeah, exactly. It was a reverse because
But
we
you had
met.
a one night stand, then you're like, we should go on a date.
It was
I
like a
don't even know who you
1 day
are.
stand that I had with this person that was like
Ah.
really she was really like cute, whatever, and I liked her. And then we were laughing about it because she was talking about how she went on dates and like certain guys didn't like pay for stuff or whatever. But I was kind of like on the guy's side. I was like, dude.
like yeah.
And then finally we went on a date, and then she was ordering all this shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? Just like,
See,
I mean,
I don't like when women do that. I have heard a lot of guys be like, and she just bought the most expensive thing. I'm like, that's being a dick. That's being an asshole. Being like, let me get the most expensive thing I would never buy for myself.
but
Right.
I
people
wouldn't
do
do
that.
And I think that's shitty. And
People do that.
they
And
ruin
but
it
that-
for
but
everybody else.
that's where it's like you can immediately like I don't know, like do splitting the bill, does that ever happen with you on a date anymore? Like, does someone ask you like, hey, why don't we split this one or something like that?
I used to offer. I used to be like, we can split it if you
But
want.
that would make your vagina dry up, right?
Well, if someone asked me to split it,
yeah.
I would be like, sure, we
Let's go
can.
Dutch.
No, the one thing that did was I went on a date once, and the guy, we get to the bar, we're like about to order, and he's like, I left my wallet in the car.
Oh man.
Oh, good one.
And I was like, okay, well, go get it. Like, what do you mean? Just
Doesn't
go
he have
get
Apple
it.
Pay?
And
No.
he was like, can I Venmo you? And I was like,
Ugh.
sure. And then he'd Venmo me not even half of what the drinks cost. It was like,
oh, that was just.
it was like
plan all along.
$40 for the drinks, and he Venmo'd me, I think, like 15.
I hope you
And I
didn't
was
sleep
like,
with him.
No, it was the worst date. Well,
Oh, there you go.
it
That's why
wasn't
I
the
gave you
worst date, but I
15.
was already like, I was good on the date. He
All right,
was
so
bad.
what about is there
Look,
an etiquette? Well, go ahead. Mark.
Well, the thing is, I've been on a date too. Like I went out to a concert as well, but like I bought my own ticket. The person bought their own ticket, but we were there, and then I didn't know if it was a date or not. And then like all of a sudden, she's assuming that I'm going to pay for everything, which I did, and then nothing happened. So then I was like, "Hey, friend." How about you pay for half the stuff? And then her response was very like, whoa, like, well, why are you asking for money? But it was like, I thought we're friends. If we're just friends, then that's fine.
Well,
But, like,
that's
why am I
yeah,
the
yeah.
guy paying for everything? And that's just
Well,
weird.
that's the thing where it's like if you are friends with and you go out and do something and like say I paid for dinner in the event or whatever. The next time you go out with your friend, they should get it, right? Like they should get like
Right.
whatever,
Like,
yeah.
if you want to be friends, I'll be like, hey,
I'm
look,
fine.
buddy.
I'm fine with doing that. Like if I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I'll do today, and then you do the next time I hang out.
Yeah, but she was offended that I even asked for like, I'm like, oh, I bought these drinks and I bought this because I was like, you know what? Screw this. Like, why? I don't understand.
Did
Like,
you try to make a move?
no, well, I didn't. Well, she like right off the bat was like, oh, I need to get home early and I need to do this, you know, right at the beginning of the day, which just puts a damper on everything.
Right. See nowadays though, you can go be like, okay, and then you send that Venmo request for $100.
Yeah, well, I did send a Venmo.
No,
request.
I always if
And then
I
it just sits there, and like then you're like, hey,
No, I called her and she paid.
did you see that Venmo request come in? You better
No, but she was shocked.
remind.
She was just shocked, but at the same, like I said, like, hey, we want to be friends. Fine, split the shit, dude. I'm not hooking up with you. We're not
Yeah.
anything to each other. So we're friends. That's what friends do.
Now,
Like if I went with Doug, or even if I went with either one of you guys, and we went somewhere, and you know, Doug, you're not giving me any action, I'm gonna be like, hey, we're gonna split this.
I'm
Yeah.
prude now.
Yeah, you got to
I'm
give me a
prude now.
hand job or
Yeah.
something.
I used to be wild back in my day, but now
Dougie
I
special.
practice abstinence now, so you got to wait.
Not by choice.
I know. I was like, but do you practice or are you forced?
Not by choice. Yeah, I practice
I
abstinence.
do, man. I have
Sounds
no.
like you're an expert.
I have no desire really to. I mean, I used to be crazy a little bit, but now,
Yeah, you
I've
were.
settled
You were
down.
very crazy.
Now I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like chilling, you know. I don't know.
I know your
You're in a
stories.
Zen.
I'm thinking.
You're
of,
a Zen Buddha
I'm thinking of
mode right
becoming
now.
like a priest or a friar or something.
Like I remember
Friar.
when my friends
Friar.
used to ask me like, oh, what happened on the date, and like getting like details, and that's how I am with you. Sometimes I'm like, so anything happened, and you're like, nothing. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I paid
You
$80.
made
I paid $80 for
out.
martinis,
most-
and I made out.
Yeah.
That
What a
was it.
cute
You made out?
kiss.
Yeah, on the sidewalk,
on the sidewalk.
I love
huh?
a sidewalk makeout.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wait, how long ago was this?
like a month ago.
Oh, so there's no other date.
I don't know. She's texted me a couple. We've texted her here and there, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
good. Follow up.
but
Nice.
there's been no like effort of like,
Did you say you pay your bill? You pay your credit card bill yet?
did I?
No, did you ask her if she has?
Oh, the debit card. Yeah, whatever
Their
it was.
debit
Yeah,
card
yeah.
does
She
have
credit-
money in it.
Let me know when your card's working. Then we
I
can
know.
go back
You
out.
get that direct deposit in when that money hits
Now, what
that
is the
bank account.
etiquette? Like, if you go out with someone like 2 or 3 times, do you pay at some point, or like is it all him? Like is there a discussion at some point? Like, hey, let me get this round or dinner or whatever.
Sometimes, yeah. It'll probably about the third date.
Mm.
Like he'll pay, and then if we go to like another bar, then another round, I'm like, I'll get this round, and then I'll offer to pay for that.
Yeah,
and
that's-
close
And
it
then
out.
he'll be like, no, I
And
got it.
if he does that, I'm like, amazing, cool, love that. If he's
Mhm.
like, okay, if you want, yes, you can buy this round.
Mhm.
Most of the time, that's their reaction. They're like, if you want, sure, buy this
Round
round. I
round
don't
of
care.
sodas, right?
Yeah.
Round of sodies. Yeah.
And I'm like, these are the non-alcoholic $4 ones. Get you a PBR.
You're like, hey, how about I take care of us during dry January? How about
Yeah.
that?
I got all the Diet Coke.
I think people like just take advantage and
Right.
and they do that. And I've been doing comedy for so long that I've heard so many like good-looking female comedians say about how they go on dates just because they need to eat.
Oh man.
You know, and I just remember
Let's
hearing
call it,
that.
you get food stamps.
Yeah, but like, why? You know, if you're going to be able to do that and you think it's funny, and you just like literally, I went on this date with this guy just because
I
you
was
know
hungry.
he was I was hungry.
I wanted dinner.
You know, I wanted a
We're
good
going to
dinner.
McDonald's.
We're going to Craig's. We're gonna have a nice dinner at
Craig's, yeah.
Craig's. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and oh yeah, okay, so you're just doing that, and at the end of the day, nothing for the guy, and the guy's just being used, and I don't know. It's
Now,
just-
what if a date? I don't know if people still use this. Speaking of cutting corners, Groupon. Do people use Groupon?
No.
still?
I
don't
use
do
Groupon,
that.
not for dates,
You do.
but I
Not
use
What
it
if
for
what
my
if a guy
life.
what if a guy took you out and at the end of it he's like, I have a Groupon?
I would
And like, you know, he did that. What are your thoughts?
I don't know.
Come on, he's cutting corners. He's
I
saving.
want to say
Right,
that I'd be
but
like,
he's
it's
paying
fine.
for it.
It depends on his personality. If he
But
shows,
wait a minute. This could
if
be.
he shows up
What
and
if he whipped
presents,
out a coupon?
But wait,
if he
yeah,
shows
if he
up and
cut
presents
coupons?
himself as like I got it like that, I'm that guy, everybody like whatever, I'm hotshot, and then pulls out a Groupon, I'd be like, no, you're fucking not. But if he's like a goofy guy who's like, I'm just trying to make it out.
But
in
this is
LA.
also, this is confusing because, like, what if that guy, first of all, you can look at that guy in a couple ways. You can be like, oh, cheapskate, what a fucking tool, whatever. But he also might be good husband material as a family man because he is being responsible financially. Like, what if he was like, we save on this and then we can go out here because we didn't spend this. Like, when you marry someone, you're going to like look at that at some point. You're going to be like, hey, I'm saving for our family, our kids, whatever. Let's use a Groupon. You know, does it change at some
Does
point?
your vagina dry up?
Does it change at some point? Now you have a kid, you're marrying this guy. Then it's like, yeah, let's use the Groupon.
Okay, no, but
Yeah,
no. Beside that,
100%.
okay, the Groupon, yes, when you're married, but even
When
like
you, only
now-
when you're married.
Yeah, but not like now. Like it was. What if it was a first date? He's like, Jessica, why don't you meet me at the Banana Ramp? I don't even know. I'm trying to think of a different name of a place.
It's a gay bar.
I don't know.
Maybe at the Abbey.
We're
What?
meeting at we're meeting at Gracias Madre or whatever. That's a good happy hour spot. I was looking at happy hour spots. But we're in a happy hour there, and then at the end of the date, he's just like, "Oh yeah, I got a Groupon, and I'm just gonna pay for this. I get 40% off." Or that deal that we used to get from what was that thing that was like $70 off or something like that?
What was that? Oh, the in kind.
In
Oh,
kind.
I love in kind. See, that's different.
Now, if he used in kind,
In
what about
kind,
that?
That's fine. 'cause
Really,
that's-
why is that fine versus a Groupon? If
Because,
it's like
like,
buy one get one Groupon or something.
Because it's just different. In kind, you have to spend money to get the money, kind of thing.
Groupon, you have to buy the Groupon.
Yeah, but you're paying half the price for what it is.
Mm.
In kind, you pay full price for something, and then you get like a discount after that. Or you have to pay up to a certain amount, and then you get a discount.
Yeah,
So you
it's
have
like
to pay.
$100. You get 60% off. It
Yeah.
was such
What
a great
if?
deal.
Here's another question. What if, like, I don't know, say the guy works at a restaurant or whatever. Like he gets like a discount for his job or something like that, and he takes you out.
McDonald's.
No, I'm sure McDonald's. No,
Lowry's.
like a steakhouse or something. I don't know. What if he works there or he like works for the company? He's like, yeah, I get 50% or whatever. Takes you there. Nice dinner, fancy, but like he's paying half the price, and he like says, "Yeah, I get half off here." Is that cheesy that he took you there because he gets half off, even though it's a very nice experience?
It would be cheesy if he didn't disclose that was his place that he worked. If he played it like, oh yeah, I just always eat here.
Right.
Like if he was like, no, I work here. They've got great food. I like it. Let's go there. And then gets a discount. That's fine.
Right. Okay.
But then I don't know. But then I wouldn't like it not for that fact, but because the fact he works there. I feel like all his coworkers are looking at me like I'm in
it changes at some point.
like I'm in a fishbowl.
As soon as
They're
he's
like,
husband material, father material, like then it's like, oh yeah, get that Groupon out, or it's like what do you
But
remember?
I also want that
my
because-
parents used to have an entertainment book. Did they
Oh,
have this? Do you remember that?
Yes, I
It was
remember.
like like this thick, and it had a card. And they would bring it. We would go out to eat, like when I was a kid. Like
Oh, it's great. Oh,
they'd
yeah.
bring it to the
I used to
restaurant
have it.
and be like, "Oh, we're at a Chinese food place," and they'd be like, and then you'd have to like rip the coupon out and be like,
Yeah.
and hand it to the fucking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful.
I love
And then
that.
the waitress would be like, "Huh? Oh, okay, yeah."
That turns me on. Yeah, saving money turns me on, man.
I'm gonna buy
But
an
it-
entertainment book.
Do they still make them?
I don't know.
No, they don't, because now you got
Oh.
digital, so you
Oh,
don't need
fair.
that. You don't
I
need that
guess it
shit.
They
Whole
would
book.
carry the whole
I
book.
think that shit's
We used to
expired.
have it in the car.
They would carry the whole book instead of ripping the coupon out. They
Yeah,
would
why?
just-
Why? Because
Well,
you don't know where
It
you're
was,
gonna be.
it was
Yeah, you
this
might end
thick.
up
It was
doing-
like a
Yeah,
Bible.
but it's in the car.
Put it
It's
in the
fine.
car.
You're
Oh
not
my
carrying
God,
it.
cutting corners. Jesus.
Yeah. What do you mean? Your parents did it
Oh
too.
my God, it's so big. It's so bulky. Oh,
I love that. I like the
Jesus.
entertainment one.
Entertainment.
Yeah,
See,
man.
I think back to the Groupon. I think
Yeah.
the reason it would be a little weird at first is because I want you to I want to be shown or you to prove that you'd be able to take care of me on your own without.
Right. He
having
may
to
not
cut
be able
corners.
to. He may need that Groupon to survive and go on dates.
Well, we both can't be struggling. Like
No.
one of us has
What
to
if you
have
love each
something.
other? Then you're struggling together.
I don't
You're gonna
know them
make it.
enough.
You're gonna make it.
But
You don't believe in him?
when we get to that point, I will. But I'm not gonna believe in somebody I just.
Jessica wants a.
I
Jessica.
want you to be
What are things that are
established.
important to Jessica in dating a man? What are the three most important things?
He's an established person.
Established. So that means financially
Is-
stable,
yeah.
right?
Has a career.
A career,
income coming
again,
in.
financially stable.
Yeah, financially stable. I don't
And
know
what
other
else?
things.
What else? Money.
Money, no. Investments,
See, it's all financial.
vehicle.
Financial.
no. But that's a big one. That's a big one.
I mean, that's why you see those hot girls with those older men. I mean, look
Does
at
anyone-
Bill Belichick
Does
right
anyone
now.
date? Does anyone date a broke person anymore? Like someone who's just getting by.
I think girls do date.
Really?
Yeah,
They
and I
feel
think
bad
guys,
for 'em?
Guys are always dating broke people too. You know,
Yeah.
It's
they
like-
want to take care of them, even though they may not be able to afford them.
I think they have to be attractive. That's like what catches your eye first,
Mm-hmm.
and then you will make some leniencies depending on how hot they are
Right.
and how attractive they are. And like if you vibe together, like if you're like it's a good time, I feel comfortable, I feel safe with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let a little more slide.
or you
Little more
believe in them
slide.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about being younger. It's
The
like
believing aspect,
when you're younger,
the
like-
believing aspect
Yeah.
fades after a while.
Yeah, but when you're exactly it fades.
as do the looks.
Yes, exactly.
But the money,
The money.
cash is
The
king, man.
money.
yes.
The money.
That's what makes the relationship evolve, I would say, right? The one thing. Speaking of cutting corners, let's talk about BlueChew. If you need to get BlueChew, you could save $5. Actually, not save $5. Sorry.
Do you have a coupon book for that?
I don't have a
That's part of
coupon, but you know what?
entertainment.
You know what I have? I have a promo code that you can use. Promo code Basshole at BlueChew.com. You can get your first month free. Guys, be ready when she needs it. Get your first month of BlueChew free. Great sex is a few clicks away. And you can sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers. Once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. That's right. It's made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. No awkward conversations. No waiting in line at the pharmacy, Rob. BlueChew won't stop until every man is bricked up like a brick house. That is the mission, Jessica.
Dang.
Everyone can use an extra hand with BlueChew, and with BlueChew, you get an extra leg. More horsepower. Enough said. That's right. So go to BlueChew.com. Use promo code Basshole for your first month free. You're going to pay just $5 shipping, and it'll come right to your mailbox. And you can take that and take one of those. Go out on the weekend with your Groupon because you're going to save where it counts in your pants.
Not unless you don't get the shots and you decide, hey, let's
Where
just
it
go home.
counts in
That's
your
right.
pants.
Right. You're not going to need a Groupon because you're going to have a fully erect penis waiting for her.
So I've been saying some happy hour places like Electric Owl. That's a good happy
I
hour
love
spot.
Electric
Yeah,
Owl.
they got a
That's good.
great happy hour from
Yeah.
like 3 to 6.
Yeah.
You go there, meet there like at 3 o'clock, and then see where it goes from there. And then maybe you guys will go somewhere else and start bar hopping, but you don't have to like. I don't know. Like, there's that place. There's Gracias Madre. That's
See, I don't like that place. That's a vegan, right?
Yeah, that's vegan.
It's good, though.
It's expensive. for
really
what it is.
good.
I have a problem with these vegan places.
Because it's not the real thing.
And it's expensive.
No, because they're charging. I mean, I've talked about this. They're charging like steak prices for like a cauliflower or whatever the hell they're serving.
I don't know. The food there's pretty freaking amazing. So I don't know.
There's what's the one place that has happy hour? The place that has the happy hour until shut the fuck up.
So when?
Until like 10 o'clock. What's the place? The Woods.
Oh, the Woods. We went there.
Yes.
Yes.
The Woods has the late
I haven't
happy
been
hour.
there in a while. We should go back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, late night. Yeah, that's another
That's until,
great
like,
date.
9 or
Yeah.
10.
That's a
The
great
Woods.
date.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
man.
lost in the woods. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
They
Go on
love
and bring
the
it.
Woods.
I don't know. I don't date anymore. I haven't dated in forever, so I just don't even know what that's like.
I'm
And,
also
it
see
sounds
that was the
horrible.
one thing with that the one girl I went out with too. I suggested Elbow Room because she lived in Hollywood,
Right.
and then when all of a sudden when she was like martinis, I was like, all right, blue collar because it's down the street from my house and I don't have to like go far.
Yeah.
I was willing to go far, but then once I realized like, all right, now I'm at least spending probably $80. I'm staying home.
Yeah.
See,
You get to
you
pick-
were factoring all that in your
You get to
head.
pick
yeah.
But I was willing to go to the Elbow Room.
And you didn't order the shot. What could have
I didn't
been?
get the shot.
Yeah.
Bad
It
decisions.
could have been amazing, right?
You could have
Yeah.
had a girlfriend.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh. I do think it's weird. The older you get to call somebody your like boyfriend.
Well, that's what people are saying now. They're calling partners,
Yeah.
life partner, or like whatever. I don't know.
my partner.
My partner.
Yeah.
But that sounds like that could be like anything. It could
Yeah,
be business
exactly.
partner. That could
Friends. That could be friends.
be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
People would just think you're a lesbian.
Are you gonna say? Would you say boyfriend?
I'm gonna say boyfriend. I've been single long enough. I haven't got to say it in a long time. I'm gonna say
This is
it.
my person. This
This
is
is my
my
boyfriend,
so
my
is
boo.
that the guy that you went on a date with recently? Is that your
Which one?
boyfriend?
No.
Oh, you have a boyfriend now?
I don't have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
No.
Partner.
I do not. I swear, when I do, I will be yelling it to people. I'll be like,
Oh.
my boyfriend.
Oh man.
Be annoying.
Then we're gonna give me more shit once you have a
I mean,
boyfriend.
annoying. And I'll say things. I'm like, I gotta check my boyfriend. You got my
I gotta-
boyfriend. I was telling my boyfriend the other day.
Oh my god.
I'll drop it
that's
into
annoying.
every
That's
conversation.
Then you're gonna be
annoying.
annoying.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've been
is so annoying.
I've been quietly single for so
How long have you
long.
been single?
I don't know about
5
quietly. this
That's
is
true.
quiet. This is not.
That is true.
I've
Yeah.
been loudly single, so I'm gonna be loudly heard. Like 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah,
All right. Okay. 5 years.
I've like dated people, but they
How long has it been like the most serious thing you've been in recently?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah,
Oh, all right. That's long.
yeah, yeah.
That's
I
a
know.
good. Was that out here?
No,
No.
that was Chicago. The reason I moved
Oh,
to
right.
LA.
Okay. All right. Yeah, LA's a different beast with the dating, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know, especially for guys. Maybe not so much for women. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get the same amount of responses.
It's kind of funny to me how people say that all the time when it's like that everywhere. You know, everywhere. If you go to Portland, if you go
I think
anywhere,
it's definitely
hard to date people.
Well, here's the
here,
thing.
you know?
I think it definitely changed a lot after COVID for some reason.
It is,
I don't
but
know.
I think like dating in the Midwest, people have different like values, and fundamentally everybody there is like partnered up, getting married, going to houses.
Man, I was getting
like
more,
that's more of
I don't
the
know.
lifestyle.
I got more dates when I was married than when I'm currently single now. I'll just say that.
Well, now
Just
you know why
pretend
you're
you're
single.
married.
Exactly. Exactly.
Just
She put that
wear-
ring
But
on.
I know,
was-
just
I
wear
was-
a ring,
I
wear a
was-
fake ring,
I
get
think
it
I
on
still
Amazon.
have my old. I think I still have my old wedding ring. I should bring that back out, right?
Yeah, you probably get a lot of girls
You
because they'll be
think?
like, "Oh, I'm safe," and then they'll be like, "Oh my god, he's kind of hot.
Oh my
he's
god,
married."
I'm gonna try that one. I'm gonna wear that to a
Do
bar
it.
and see what happens. See if there's a difference. I
Oh, that
doubt
guy
it.
must own his own studio. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I bet he has a podcast.
We got
Yeah.
we got a couch. What do you guys think of our
Is he
new couch?
sponsored
that
by
we got?
BlueChew.
What do you think of our new couch that we got there?
I was sitting in it. Now it makes me question that I sat in it, but
It's brand new. What are you talking about? I just
Makes
unwrapped
me
it. the other day.
question. This is where he brings his dates.
Oh my
You want to see the
God.
podcast studio?
I got a couch.
It does turn into a bed, by the way.
Do you should
That's
bring? Are you bringing
not
girls here or
helpful.
not?
No,
Come on, that should be your first date.
no.
Hey, why don't we go to the studio? You want to check it out? You know,
Yeah.
record a podcast?
we'll get a green. Yeah, we'll do a podcast
Yeah,
together.
we got. Yeah, exactly. We got a
We'll
bed.
make
we got
love.
A bed. We got a bed
Ew.
there. Make love.
Make
on a
love.
couch.
Jesus, that's hard.
Oh, we don't say that anymore. No,
Make
no one
love?
makes love. What do you say? Whoopee?
No,
my
no,
God.
grandpa.
No.
No,
What
we
about what, just straight up fuck?
No, we just hook up.
Oh, we
Hook
still
up.
hook up. That's
Yeah.
that's still
Hook
from
up?
my
Just
Just
time.
hooked up.
We
Yeah.
hooked up. Remember hooked up? Sometimes I didn't even know what it meant.
When did hook up like
become sex?
become a popular phrase for that?
I don't know. Look it up.
It's like casual to hook up.
Hook up.
It's hooked up.
You hooked up. It also meant different things though. Like it could mean
Yeah.
like just kissing, or
But
it could mean you guys
used-
had
it,
sex.
It used to be like hey,
heavy petting.
we'll hook up later. It used to be like just meet up with someone, didn't it? Like didn't
I mean,
it
people still
originally?
say that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
hook
They're
up
like
We
we'll,
hook
we'll,
up.
we'll hook up around 2 p.m.
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
something like that.
Depends how you say it.
Or
Yeah.
how you say it too.
It's like if you're like, yeah, we hooked up. You know, yeah.
Then you're like, no, you didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No,
No,
no, you
you
didn't.
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
You're
did.
like-
We hooked up.
You hooked up.
There was
Could I talk about something that I thought was
yes, go
interesting?
ahead. Yeah.
What do you think? What do you guys think about like when a guy says he got Me Too'd? What do you guys think of that? Like, do you believe it right away, or do you question
Me
it
Too'd or
like,
canceled?
No, Me Too. Canceled is different. So like,
Sorry.
okay, basically, I thought like one of my friends said he got Me Too, but I was laughing because his Me Too was very, like, not Me Too. It wasn't
was it?
horrifying. It was like he had a boss that like, he's like, yeah, and she would tell me that I'm too good looking for my job. Like that was like one of the things he said as his gripe.
Yeah.
And it was like, wait, like what do you mean? Like this is like, and like he was like traumatized, I guess, by this. And he was like we were talking about Kevin Spacey and this and that.
Kevin Spacey got Me Too, no?
No, Kevin
canceled
Spacey
He
got
did it.
canceled.
He
Canceled.
did the Me Too.
He
did the Me
He
Too.
did the
That's
Me
what I
Too.
meant,
Like when it's a dude on dude crime, like that's a little bit different. Like even when dudes with girls, I mean, I can believe that. But
Why
like,
is it
but,
different?
But
You don't
like,
believe Kevin Spacey
but like
was canceled?
an older woman just telling a younger guy that you're too good looking for a job, is that really being Me Too?
I don't think so, unless I think it's Me Too if
Is
there's
that-
like a benefit, like they're like withholding something from you. You know what I mean? Like if she was saying like you're too good looking, but if you come to my office, I'll give you that promotion. Then that
Right.
becomes Me Too. But
Yeah.
if she just says the compliment, then
Right.
it's not.
That's harassment.
But that's
Yeah.
what this was not. This
was
was
just
not.
a compliment?
Yeah, it was like I guess a compliment that he thought was horrifying.
Or I guess too, then if he said it and she like rubbed it, she's like, "You're just so handsome to be too good looking." Then that's like, okay, that's Me Too. Ugh, gross. But
Yeah. If people are, that's
also think, I mean, some people, whatever. I don't know him. Sure, believe him. Sure, he's fine.
hey, everyone's got their side of the story, right?
Yeah, I just always find it weird when like a guy like it's just saying that. I just was like that was the insult that like that was like an example of the insult that he got from her.
Yeah.
He
It's
felt
like,
uncomfortable.
I don't know.
You know?
I think it's weird. Like you can't really be Me Too if that's the insult because it's been happening for ages and it's like if you're just
But
being
people are
complimented-
finally taking a stand.
I think
against it.
I think he can be like, I was harassed.
I was harassed,
But like
yeah,
not
sexually
Me
harassed.
Too'd.
Yeah.
That's different.
I don't know. I just brought it up. Sorry, I was in my text thread of friends.
Well, hopefully they weren't Me Too. I don't know.
No.
I know, and we comes back later and he's really Me
Yeah,
Too. But like, sorry, we'll issue a public apology
Right.
for his harsh
I
judgment.
didn't say his name. So it
Yeah,
doesn't
please.
matter.
I don't want to print any
Okay,
retractions
okay,
on
my
this
bad,
shit.
my bad. All right.
Got enough on my plate. All right, here's a news story that happened. Police were called to the Midway airport after a source says passenger defecated on a plane. Southwest Airlines flight as it landed in Chicago after reports that a passenger on the flight took off her clothes and defecated on her seat. According to a statement from Southwest, law
You should have let us
enforcement,
guess the airline at
law
least.
enforcement, and medical personnel responded to the situation.
Medical.
Was she having an episode?
The passenger had removed clothing and defecated on the seat, forcing the plane to be taken out of service for cleaning.
Oh my God! Could you imagine?
Wait, but she's
Oh my
taking off
God.
her clothes though. Like, why don't you
I know,
just
but
shake-
is
why don't you
she
just-
hot?
Was she wearing a jumper?
Does this show a picture
She
of
was
her?
probably
I don't
wearing
know.
a jumper, and so
Wait.
you have to take your clothes off to go to the bathroom.
She could have been just wearing a dress or
She
like a
could have been.
skirt.
I think there's probably a
Was she
news-
having a medical episode?
She.
Let's say
Just
terrorist
shit.
from Chicago appeared today in court, a courtroom in India, where he'd been extradited and now faces the
Oh,
death
wait, this
penalty.
isn't the
No,
right
oh,
one.
that's not her.
Oh, I
She
was like,
faced-
you got the
Sydney
death
Mumbai
penalty?
attack in
This isn't the
Pakistan.
right
That's a
one.
biohazard.
Now, it is a case that NBC
This isn't the
Chicago
right
investigative
one.
reporter Chuck Gowdy
I
has
don't know.
been
All
right,
for
you're gonna have to
years
edit this
now, and
out.
Chuck
Nah,
joining
it's
us
all right.
in
Nah, it's fine.
That's fine. Yeah, I don't know. She took off her clothes and shat on the seat. I don't know. What do you do if you're sitting next to that person? What do you
Throw
do?
up immediately.
You probably, I don't know about throwing up, but you just get the hell out of there. Like just
Where are
away.
you gonna go?
Away from that
the,
area.
the jump seat.
There's two exits. There's the one in the back, and then
You open
obviously-
the door and just be like, "Fuck
oh,
this."
fuck no! You don't open the door. You
Oh
just,
my god, I want to throw up right now thinking about it.
I don't
would
understand
throw
why
up.
she took off her clothes. Like, why don't you just shit in your pants in the seat and just sit there? You know what I mean? Like, why are you?
Well,
Why are you like?
Jessica said, she must have been having like a manic episode, and some maybe
But-
voices in her head were like, "Hey, take off your clothes and shit on this chair."
I wonder what
don't
the
know.
statistics are of how many people have shat their pants while sitting on a plane instead of getting up and going to the laboratory.
Oh, I'm sure there's a handful that are just like, just be quiet, be cool, be cool.
Like maybe she didn't have diapers.
Like,
and
blame
needed
it on
to
the
be changed.
baby, like,
how old was
across
she?
the way.
Does it say how old she was?
She says it says that she was 21 and very attractive.
no.
Rob's like, well, I guess it's all
I
right.
guess if that happened, everyone would be like, "All right, just go ahead."
It's fine. Oh, shit's
You're
fine.
gonna be okay.
Well, when I read this story, the first thing that came out of your mouth was she hot? Like, what does it matter?
Bro, I'm just
if she was a
curious.
fucking 10 and she pulled her pants out and
Because that
shat,
would be like fucking crazy. If I saw Elizabeth Hurley or
like,
someone
would you
else,
take your phone out and immediately start
Yes.
filming?
yes,
But
yes.
that would be
That's
hot
what
or
I'm gonna
not.
say. Like, where is the everyone films all these like outbursts on planes
Yeah.
now and stuff. Someone had to have filmed that, right? I would think. If that happened on my flight, I would pull out the phone and immediately film.
It would
right?
have to have been somebody who was so close, but they might have been just so grossed out that they didn't have a time to be like,
Right.
oh my god, you know?
Right.
They're just like, ugh.
They're throwing up in
gonna
the
die.
corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
I mean, if it was
I-
first class, I guess you could get away with it, but I don't know.
I've like heard guys who are like they take off all their clothes to take a shit in the bathroom.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
George Costanza.
Yeah, but maybe it's a Seinfeld episode, but I've heard guys do that because they're like it's just
If you're gonna shower right afterwards, maybe, right? But if it's like in the middle of the day,
shower. I don't know. I don't do that.
it's a little weird when you're at like a,
I just-
a
I'm
public
old
restaurant at a
school.
restroom at a restaurant. You do
and
that
just
or
hang your
something?
clothes up and sit there naked.
like out in the lobby, out in the hand washing area.
I'm old school. I just have my pants around my ankles, and you know, if I'm home,
Classic.
yeah, exactly, classic.
Classic.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Classic.
not. I don't do anything crazy.
Classic
No.
potty trained. Good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, I mean Southwest. I mean, who knows? I mean, you know.
Was she like in defiance? She was like, "You guys are gonna charge me for bags now."
Mhm, probably. Well, that would be
Take
that would be
this.
Southwest. Yeah, maybe Spirit. Yeah, Southwest Spirit. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. Just shit yourself on the seat. I guess. I don't know. Those poor flight attendants.
Oh my god! What about the people? Just the regular
Fuck it, the
bystanders.
people
Someone
could
just sitting there, and just all of a
flight
sudden
attendants
the
have to
person
clean
next
that
to
up.
you- Do
They don't know.
No,
It's
they,
not
they
them.
hire some people to come, and they
It's
just
the cleaning crew.
They
And then,
probably, I
like,
think they burn the plane. They just throw they just throw gas and then just
walk
yeah,
away.
just walk away.
That
in slow
one's done.
motion.
Yeah.
That one's out.
That's what I would do.
out of commish.
Because you know what? Yeah, for the rest of the time that plane's up in the air, all the flight attendant crew and everybody. Oh, is that the shit seats? Oh, those are the shit
Yeah.
seats. Yeah. Oh, there's someone shitted there once.
I mean, think about
And
like,
that's-
They have to have like
smell.
a biohazard.
think about like you could be sitting in the seat that she shat in at some point in your flying
That's not
life.
fly Southwest.
that's what I'm saying. Like, no.
Well, I'm
thank
sure
you.
it's helping on other airlines too. Delta.
I don't know.
No,
All right. Well,
that was hot
be
news.
careful
Hot-
while
hot
be
shit
careful
news.
while
Hot shit
be careful
news.
while flying. I say. They are thinking about bringing public drinking to Santa Monica Promenade. Did you hear about that?
Ooh.
Officials consider public drinking proposal for a popular Santa Monica Promenade.
Yeah, why not?
That sounds like a
licensed to
bad
sell
idea.
alcohol to customers who can walk around with their beverages in designated areas while they shop and enjoy the atmosphere.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Why not?
I think it's because that place is a fucking ghost town. I went down there maybe like a month ago.
Oh, is it now?
And there's no one walking around. It just seems like The Walking Dead. Like it's empty.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
Not a lot of people walking around and
I haven't
shit.
been there in a long time.
I've only gone at night, so it's like not a lot of people.
It's
'cause the
really
stores are
declined post COVID. Like yeah, it used to be bustling, but like
You know what's crazy about that area though is there's a lot of homeless and there's a lot of fucking absolutely like I've done shows around there like at the hostel and then there's that
Oh yeah,
McCabe's or whatever. It's some like Irish bar. I've done shows there and people like are just yelling off the top of their lungs and like swinging at people.
Street performers, all that
Not
shit.
even a street performer, just yelling at people, this and that, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Well, that's what
and
I
you don't
mean,
even
yeah.
want you. It's like those homeless type of people where you don't want to make eye contact with them because as soon as they make eye contact with you, then they're
like, you're the target now.
Right. Yeah, and the homeless are already drinking publicly on the streets there anyway. So
Yeah,
Right.
so make it legal. Do it for everybody.
So I don't know.
think
I
it's
mean,
a great idea.
I think it'd be great because, like, I mean, at least people would, it'd be like a little, like,
Well, then you'd be more inclined to like listen to the street performers that are there and
Have a
sit down
beer,
because
sit
you have your
there,
beer.
yeah.
and-
kind of weird though. I think they're just trying to get more DUIs too.
Hey,
Well, I mean, a lot of people that live over there, they just walk over there and they
Yeah.
have.
I guess so. Yeah,
They should just do that
Barney's
everywhere.
is there, so people are already drinking there.
oh, that's
anyways.
right. They got a Barney's
Yeah.
there too.
They
I
should
forgot
do that
about
everywhere. They should do that at the, everywhere.
At the Grove, that would be
Grove.
cool.
Well, you can do it at the farmers market, but you can't do it at the Grove.
Yeah.
But yeah, just let everyone drink. Like during COVID, we were allowed to drink. Remember on the streets walking around?
I remember that. Yes.
Were you allowed, or just no one else was around?
They would give you.
No,
They would
they-
sell you
they-
to go
yeah, they-
beers.
Oh,
to
or-
go,
yeah.
yeah, they were like to go drinks.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't really have a to go drink wherever you go, like at a bar. Yeah,
No.
could I get that to go? And they're like,
Right.
no, you can't do that. It's
Yeah.
against the
You know
law.
what though? I have asked some bars, and they're like,
Yeah, they'll do it if they like you or
Yeah.
if they,
Right.
they,
They're
like,
they know
sure.
you're not going to do anything about it.
You
I
can
mean, that
ask.
happened to me recently at the place. I'm not going to name the place, but he was going to give me a to go drink to come in here.
Oh,
And we were
yeah,
filming.
yes,
yeah.
yes,
He's like, you want to go? And I'm like, I was like, no, it's okay.
Yeah,
Like,
don't name the place.
I
Take
pounded
advantage
it.
of it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't want to be a dick.
No, but it's like they should do that because they were selling more during COVID and all that stuff, and like people would just take it and drink it at home or walk down the street or whatever. It wasn't a big
Yeah.
deal, People became responsible about it, Anyway, that might happen. All right, the Pope died. That was weird, right? On Easter, Pope
the
died.
day after Easter.
Day after Easter. Easter
Right
Mon-
after
Easter,
JD
Easter
Vance
Monday.
sucked
Yeah,
the life out of him.
they say that Vance killed him possibly. What do we think about that?
Ooh, what if he gave him like cyanide in his hand
He could have.
and like fentanyl?
Yeah. Now we'll have a new Pope.
Maybe they were doing lines of coke, and they're like, he's like, "Hey, Pope, you know."
But that
let's do
video
some
of him
lines."
meeting Vance, he was like almost half dead, and he's just sitting there like.
Yeah.
What's crazy about it was
That's
that
the
he
last person you meet.
supposedly sent somebody to lecture him or something like that, like told him about like about the borders and about being accepting of people.
Yeah, have like
and,
empathy and all.
yeah,
that.
exactly. And then shortly after he died, I don't know.
I know.
It's I don't know.
Good,
Did you
po-
see- did
good,
you see
good
the-
Pope. Good Pope.
Did you see
He's a good Pope.
Zelensky showed up and then everyone's cheering and then Trump walked and then everyone got quiet?
Yeah.
I heard that Trump like wore like a blue suit. to the
Yeah,
Yeah, it was supposed to be all
exactly.
black,
Yeah.
and he wore.
There's a theory that he was probably eating pizza on his Air Force One and got his suit like
funeral. He spilled it on.
maybe
him.
he's eating
God
ice
damn
cream.
it, Donald!
Maybe he shot himself in the seat or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
he got naked and shot himself. Look at that full
You,
circle.
you
They're
imagine?
like,
you imagine that
Donald.
you're on Air Force One and he just does that, and you just have to be like,
Dude,
oh.
there are probably so many
That's a
crazy
good- that's a
things
good
like
move,
that
sir.
happen.
Yeah, well, it's crazy that like there's many stories about him on The Apprentice that people worked on, and like they say that he shot himself a couple of times or whatever. Like, yeah, just crazy. Look it up. I don't know if it's a
do you
fact
think?
or not.
Do you think
but-
he's wearing diapers?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so. I think he's at the age.
Always.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's old enough to wear.
Yes,
them,
he's
right?
old enough to wear. Yeah, look at the guy. The guy's being beat down. Like, do you see him in the watching the funeral? Which I get it, it's boring or whatever. But he was like falling asleep, and like
Yeah.
Biden was up. Like he did a shot of like a
He probably was
dream-
like, Hunter, give me what you got.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
I gotta stay
Exactly.
up for this.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, rest in peace, Pope. Anything else? Any other politics or anything?
no.
No. All right. What do you guys got going on? Anything? Shows coming up?
I got some.
Jessica always has shows. Where's your show now? Trophy Wife.
Oh yeah, but that's has passed. I have one
Oh.
tomorrow in Encino, but that doesn't matter because tomorrow is not real for this.
Mm. You don't know.
I'll be in
Maybe
Texas.
I'll put it up tonight.
You won't. You won't. I'll be in Texas the first couple weeks of May. I'll
Sweet.
be at the Houston Improv on the 8th.
Nice.
The Woodlawn Theater in San Antonio on the 10th, and then the LOL Comedy Club on the 11th.
Great. You're going back to Texas. a lot.
Going back
That's
to
good.
Texas. Yeah,
Back
be
home.
there for 2 weeks. It'll be fun. Going to Fiesta. I love Fiesta so much. It's the best party you'll ever go to.
I don't know
in
what
your
that
life.
is.
It's the best party you'll ever go to in your life. It's every year in April in San Antonio. The whole city parties for 10 days. They're having a good time. It's great. It's the best.
I'll have to check it out.
There's parades. There's everything.
Parades.
I got a show Golden State Comedy in Eagle Rock off of Cypress at the Permanent Records Roadhouse, 1906 Cypress Avenue. Get your tickets. They're free on Eventbrite.
Hey,
you can-
speaking of cutting corners, there's a free deal.
yeah, free. And I got a show on Friday at the Improv as well in the lab. And that's it at 9:45 on the 9th.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
I have nothing going on, but I have I have been busy trying to get this podcast studio up and running. And we've been, getting busier. So if you are a podcaster and you want to produce something in the LA area, hit me up at info@bassholepodcaststudio.com and we'll chat. Yeah, the Basshole Show will be back. We're going to be doing a regular stand-up comedy show in June at the Hollywood Improv. I'm taking May off to focus on the studio. But other than that, everything is great. I hope to meet some new assholes this week and next week to report back. And that's it. All right. Well,
Nice.
guys, thanks for coming in to the studio. It was
Well,
good to
thanks
see
for
you
having
guys.
us.
Guys, remember, follow the Basshole Show at Basshole Show on Instagram, and the YouTube channel has the full video experience. So go check that out. Remember, don't be a basshole. But if you are, laugh about it. Ciao.